Hey y'all, how y'all doing? This is Fritz Rochester Heating and Air, and Fritz is cooking again on the cooking side of things. And I wanted to basically shoot a little video for my cooking friends. I had a bunch of y'all that were concerned about me and PM'd me and was wondering what happened to me last Sunday. You know, we usually try to put up a cooking video on Sundays, and I can't thank y'all enough for watching my stuff and everything. I certainly do appreciate it. And basically, guys, Wednesday the 11th, I had congestive heart failure, and I don't know, guys, I kind of knew something was going on with me. I've been having like difficulty breathing for almost a year now, but it's the last couple of months it's just gotten worse and worse and worse, where I'm like gasping for air. But like I said, Wednesday night the 11th, I quit breathing, and I was suffocating. Basically, the congestive heart failure, my lungs were filling up with fluid. Basically, I guess you call it like edema or something, pulmonary embolism or whatever you want to call it. I'm not positive on all the medical terms, but I'm starting to learn some of them. But anyway, guys, that happened. We got an ambulance here. Had two fantastic ladies that came to my aid, and they actually put me like on a breathing apparatus and started administering some sort of steroid or something to try to loosen my lungs up. I'm a pretty big guy, and I plan on losing some weight, and you know, I'm going to start exercising as soon as the doctor releases me. I'm going to, you know, me and Sarge are going to start walking in the park when it cools off. It's pretty hot here, and I'm actually going to join the gym and get back into shape again. Believe it or not, guys, back in the day, man, I used to, you know, I was somewhat of a semi-bodybuilder, and but that's why I really enjoyed Ray Mack's video where he hit that 300. That's where I kind of I got like a mind block. I couldn't get past 299 pounds. But anyway, I'm not going to be doing that immediately. That's probably going to be a year or two down the road. Right now, I'm just going to concentrate on getting my wind back. And but basically, guys, what they did was they got me in the ambulance. They got me to Baptist. They got me to the trauma. They got me to the ER, where a trauma team was waiting on me. They knew I was coming in. They knew I was coming in hot. And basically, the pulmonologist and the cardiologist, they basically said they got me there in the nick of time. The dude said I only had like, I don't know how they do that, but I only had like 2 minutes left to live. My blood pressure was off the chart. My sugars, which I didn't understand that, but I guess everything works together. My sugars shot up to like 800, which is coma and stroke level. I was scared to death, guys. Well, they got me on a bigger oxygen thing, and they basically gave me more drugs, and they were shooting me full of this and shooting me full of that, and there was like, it looked like something out of one of those television shows. Crap, stuff was going everywhere. One person was on one leg, the other leg, they were hooking me up to everything you could think of, imaginable, and basically what they did, man, they gave me like this shot like this freaking big, full of Lasix, and I don't know if any of y'all know what that is, but basically, guys, I mean, I don't want to be crude here, but it makes you piss like a Russian racehorse. All right, and what that was doing was getting all that stuff off of my lungs to where I could breathe again. It took probably 6 hours to get me stabilized in the ER, and they were fantastic in there, guys. And once I was stabilized, they got me up to the cardiac ward, and up there I ran into some really, really fantastic people as well. But once they got me up there, got me stabilized and where I could sleep, they took me down the following day, later on in the day, for what they call an echocardiogram. And they found that my heart was weak. They actually did a stress test on me, which, I was scared to death to do that. I didn't want to wind up, going through all that mess again. But I actually roughed it out and I could handle it. And basically, they also found my heart weak again. So what they did was they actually scheduled me for a thing. It's called a heart catheter, and I had a fantastic doctor. It's actually the surgeon, and the doctor is my mother's doctor, well, I'm not going to mention his name, but anyway, he's a fantastic guy, and they did the heart catheter. They found my heart to be 80% blocked. So what they did was they ran the catheter through my arm right here, which they usually go through your groin, but they ran through my arm. And they ran it all the way up through the arteries, and they got in there and they found the blockage. He said it was like jackhammering out rocks. It was so solid in there. And what they did was they did an angioplasty, which basically they just blow up a balloon and then they spread it out, I guess, and then they insert a mesh stent. So now I have to carry a card around saying I got a stent in my heart, so Homeland Security don't mess with me, I guess. Hell, I don't know. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to share that part with you. I feel 100% better once they did that stent, and they've got me on a massive amount of drugs now. But a lot of them I'm going to be able to come off of once I get myself back into shape and everything. And you know, I've needed to do this for quite some time, and it's a wake-up call. Basically, guys, I'm not going to preach to anybody because I didn't like people preaching to me. But I'm here to tell you guys I've been smoke-free since the 11th. I'm on one of these patches here, and eating some hard candy. Watching the diet hard candy, guys. It's got some ill effects. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna say this one time. I'm begging y'all, y'all that smoke out there, to please quit or try to cut down. I've been smoking since I was 13 years old. I'm 49. That's well over 30 years of smoking. And here in the last year or so, I've increased from 1 pack to 2. And I don't know, guys. It's kind of a pain right now. I ain't gonna lie to you, dude. I'm jonesing right now for a cigarette so bad you don't even understand it. But I don't want to be in that shape again, if you understand what I'm saying as well. I need to start eating healthier. I've talked to a dietitian, and I've talked to a diabetic certified doctors, and they had them come to my room as well, and really nice people too. And they said, let's be realistic, you know, because, you know, they want me to be on that one diet where, I mean, like boiled chicken and boiled zucchini. Guys, that ain't gonna freaking happen. You know what I'm saying? And anybody in the real world knows that that's not going to happen. And these people actually did. They want you to be on that, but they're in the same shape too, man. They don't eat like that all the time. You can't, dude. Let's live in reality here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to eat healthier. I'm going to cut way back on my salt. I'm going to stop smoking, and I've been without a cigarette for, like, you know, so many days now. And I'm going to cut back on my sodium, and I'm going to start exercising. So I'm going to eat healthy during the weeks, but I'm not going to tell you that, you know, once every couple of weeks I ain't going to go out and get me a massive cheeseburger. I'm here to tell you guys that, I mean, that's just the way it is. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to share that with you. I just wanted to say thank y'all so very much for all your support and your kindness. I'm heading up to Myers right now to get us some chicken, some bone-in chicken breast, and we're going to do. I'm going to actually do it on the grill, and I'm going to smoke it. But I'm going to smoke it on the grill itself, low and slow. And I'm actually going to make that, and I'm going to get enough to where I'm actually going to make that smoked chicken salad. You know, I love that stuff, man. It's just like, you got the smoked chicken, you got grapes, and apples, and walnuts, and onion, and all the good stuff. And I'm going to try to, I'm not going to go totally low-fat mayonnaise because that stuff is nasty. Now, unless somebody knows of a good mayonnaise they can turn me on to. I'm going to go half and half. I'm going to get half reduced and half regular. And that way, if I call for a cup of mayonnaise, I'm actually going to be getting a half a cup of the regular. And hopefully that'll work out. I'm going to be adding lots of spices too, guys. I'm going to make Fritz's rub. I've noticed that every one of these rubs that I look at, you know, and I'm sure some of the guys out there have probably got their own blends, but I'm going to make my blend. And basically, all the rubs that I've seen, guys, like Slap Your Mamas, which I'm not, stuff tastes excellent, but I'm just giving just a precursor here, I guess. It's like 95 or 97% salt, man, and I can't have that. So I'm going to try to maybe get like some crushed red pepper, some cayenne pepper, some just all kinds of seasonings and mix it together. You know what I'm saying? And but anyway, guys, I'm going to take you down to my room here and show you something that the hospital actually sent me back with. And guys, thank you so much. I do appreciate each and every one of y'all. I truly do. And like I said, I'm not going to preach about the not smoking. This is my last time. Please stop if you can. There's help out there. There's patches. But I'm not going to be a hypocrite and, you know, and get on my soapbox and talk all that mess. Because I smoked for years myself, and I know what it's all about. And I didn't want to hear somebody telling me that. But I'm just here to tell you, if you went through what I just went through, you'd be thinking. All right, guys, we'll talk to you in just a bit. Let me walk down here and show y'all this.
Share this real quick with y'all as well. Down here to my room. Hey, boy, did you miss Daddy while he was gone? Daddy missed you. You're a good old boy. But guys, I wanted to share this with you real quick as well. While I was in the hospital, I was in there for several days, and basically, guys, I'm going to be honest with you, I was scared to death. And the first night, I couldn't hardly sleep at all. Once they got me stabilized and got me up to my room, the cardiac ward, I was having anxiety. I'll be honest with you, I was scared. I thought I was going to die, guys. And anyway, the nurses I had, they were just so outstanding, so caring, and I want to thank each and every one of y'all. And I know there's a few of y'all watching, because y'all actually watched when Mom brought my tablet up there. Y'all actually watched some cooking videos, and I just wanted to say thank you so much, Rochelle. Thank you so much, Kelly. Thank you so much, Carrie. Thank you so much, Shannon. Thank you so much, Heather, and all the aides. Each and every one of y'all for waiting on me and getting me my ice and my sodas and all that good stuff. I can't thank you enough. And the respiratory therapists that were giving me my breathing treatments, I can't thank y'all enough as well, and all the fantastic doctors. But what I wanted to share with you guys was once they got me stable, and it was like the second night in. The first night I didn't sleep worth a crap. The second night I felt at ease and I felt safe, if you understand what I'm saying. I mean, that's as safe as I guess you can get. And so I fell asleep. Well, the next thing I know, they had me hooked up with this little clip thing that goes on your finger, and I guess it's like an oxygen level reader. And they, then they had to go. I had all them bells and whistles hooked up to me. They had me hooked to a monitor, and they were monitoring my blood pressure, my heart rate, yada yada yada. But anyway, guys, the next thing I know, once I got to sleep, man, was my nurse. She was standing right over top of me, like, "Breathe, Fritz, breathe." And I was like, oh my God, what's going on? But what it was is all along I thought I had sleep apnea. And this actually plays into it as well, guys. This actually works against your heart as well. And basically, I haven't had the sleep study done yet. Like I said, I don't have insurance. I'm trying to get insurance right now. And but the doctor said, hey, look, we're not going to send you home. Well, what they did was they put me on this thing. It's called a CPAP machine. And once they put me on that and hooked me up to it, man, guys, I'm here to tell you it was the best sleep that I have ever had. But I have to wear this thing, looks like a jet fighter mask here. But guys, I'm here to tell you, the sleep I got, it's well worth it. I'm going to do it. I don't care. I don't care what it makes me look like. I don't care. I can breathe. But what I did was after I got home and was feeling a little better, I'm still kind of tired, but I'm getting my strength back. But I took my nightstand, I drilled a hole in it. And now I can actually, so I don't have crap sticking everywhere. I drilled a hole for my electric. I got that plugged in. I drilled a hole for my hose where I can actually breathe. But, yeah, this thing here is pretty neat, guys. And actually, it's going to help me a lot. So if y'all are having any trouble, like when you wake up in the morning. See, guys, when I was waking up in the morning, man, it felt like I had ran a marathon. Like I hadn't even had any sleep. And this has been going on for around a year now. And my breathing troubles have started real bad, probably about maybe 8 or 9 months ago, and it just progressively got worse, and I didn't do anything about it. But all right, guys, just want to share that with you real quick.